We've got a group of Boy Scouts locally here that have come out to earn some time, earn some community service points, probably some stuff toward their badges to be able to come out and just help the community. We love the fact that we get people that come and put their hands to the work. It's a tangible outreach with our bed build that happens, that we know when these kids and adults put their hands on this, that they're actually ultimately helping someone. It's not just feeling good. I mean, there's great things that are out in the community, like, cleaning a flower bed or picking up trash. Those are all great things and we need those, but this tangibly helps a child that's in need that doesn't have a bed, and so it really speaks to people, and we're just so proud and happy that they'll come out and help us today.
How many beds are y'all hoping to build?
We're going to do about 25 today. Just a small little bed. We're a little short on our inventory right now, and so we are just having them help us out to get us through, because coming up in November we have our annual bed build that will build 100 beds in one evening in about 3 hours, and so we'd love for anybody in the community that wants to be a part of that to get to come out and be a part of it.
How long have y'all been doing this, and to date, how many beds have y'all built?
We started up in 2016, and we've been doing this now to the point that we have close to 900 beds that have been delivered to the community and other counties and even overseas. We've had some beds even go into Eastern Europe.
The community involvement, it's Labor Day, a lot of people off, but you got the Boy Scouts and other community people out here coming out here volunteers say, hey, I want to be a part of this. I want to help make a difference in my community.
That's right. It just speaks volumes about our community, this area. I just think East Texas is such a great example of people that desire to help and get out and do something beyond themselves. And yeah, we could all take the day off and go get a last day at the lake or whatever, have a good barbecue or whatever we might want to do. But it speaks a lot to the heart of people here in our community that say, we'll give up our time today where we could be resting or just having fun to do something for a child that doesn't have maybe anything at all. A lot of situations we go into, this bed is the only thing that this kid has that they can call their own once we give it to them. And so we're just really thankful for these folks that have a heart to come out and help us today.
And the volunteer out here, you don't have to be a hard skilled laborer when it comes to doing stuff. Y'all got, as you see, because a person like me could probably come out and help with this.
Absolutely. We've had children, 2 and 3 years old that have helped us, all the way up to people that are 99 years old. And so we'll find a place for anybody that wants to work with us and help them put their hands to the work, because we believe we're called to that, and we want people to know that God loves them, and that through this effort that we love them as well.
And how long will y'all be out here today?
We'll be out here most of the day, probably about 3 or 4 o'clock, getting these beds done and getting some finishing touches, some things ready for the big bed build, and so yeah, it's going to be a full day of work.
Now in November, if you want to be part of the big bed build, how can I come volunteer to help be a part of that?
Yes, sir. That's going to happen on November 27th. That's that Wednesday night before Thanksgiving. It happens at Green Acres Baptist Church in their parking garage. You can go to gabc.org, probably starting October 1st, and we'll have the registration open there. Just look for events and then registration, and you'll be able to register, or you can go to our Pure Religion website at purereligion.us.org.
Over since 2016, tell me about the growth that you had of volunteers who want to come out and be a part of it.
Sure. Over the years, we've had, upwards of 600 folks come out for one of those bed builds in the evenings. We have had multiple community events like this, where we've had groups like student councils, local clubs come out and want to get some community service hours, and have come out, church youth groups, things like that. So just thousands of people over the years have put their hands to the work, and we've had, getting close to 1,000 children that have benefited from the efforts too. So,
Jim, J-I-M, Nip, N-I-P-P.
Where are you from, Mr. Nip?
From White House.
Okay. Mr. Nip, what are you doing here this morning?
So we volunteer, several of us volunteer with an organization called Pure Religion. They make beds, and the call went out this morning, said a troop of Boy Scouts was going to be here building beds and needed some adult supervision, so I guess some of us qualify for that.
How long have you been a part of Build a Bed?
Oh man, several years. We've been doing this, I want to say 6 or 7 years, so since its inception. I think we were there for the first bed build and have been doing it ever since.
what's it been like over the since the inception to see it grow the way it has?
It's really amazing the demand that comes in. You never know where it's going to come from, and the seasons, where the demand is kind of up and down. But every one of these beds has a kid's name, right? There's a story involved in that, and try not to lose sight of that.
And the volunteers, I mean, this morning, a lot of these kids that could be home or playing video games or home sleep, but they decided, this Boy Scout group decided they want to come out and be a part of this.
Yeah, it's bright and early on a holiday where, their contemporaries are at home in bed, or like you said, sitting and playing video games, or spending a day at the park or at the lake, and they're out here building beds for kids that don't have a place to lay their heads. So I think it's great.
The message that you hope that the young volunteers will be able to receive out there today?
As they're building these beds, that they somehow get an appreciation for it. This is not something likely that any of these kids are ever going to face. Face a placement or being removed from their family and placed with kinship or a foster family. This is likely not something that they'll have to face, but I want them to think of a name, think of their classmates, think of people that they see, and the sheer volume of those that exist.
Spell my name?
Yes, sir.
R-I-L-E-Y.
Riley, what's your last name, Riley?
Rau, R-A-U.
And what troop are you with?
Troop 356.
Boy Scouts Troop 356?
Yes, sir.
Riley, tell us what you're doing here.
Getting some service hours and helping out the community. Specifically, I'm pretty sure we're making beds for foster parents. Whenever they get a new foster kid, and beds are expensive, so they donate these beds to foster families.
Is it your first time ever doing anything like this?
With this group, yes. It's my first time.
Now, I see they got you cutting the boards, and you've mastered that. Have you ever used any equipment like that before?
Yes, sir.
What's it like being able to get out here and be familiar with equipment, being able to use this equipment?
It's pretty nice. I mean, it's helpful for sure to be able to hop in whenever someone's tired, they need a break, or just to have a little fun, you can use the equipment. Yeah, all good.
How does it make you feel knowing that you and your troop, y'all out here giving back to where y'all are?
It feels pretty good, giving back to the community. That's helped me so much. White House is a great place to be, and giving back to it's always helpful and nice.
Anything else that makes you like to add, sir? Well, how many of y'all is there out here in your troop?
I believe there's 6 of us out here, and then 3 adults that are from my troop specifically, yeah.
Was it hard for you to get up early this morning?
No, I have cross-country practice. We got to get up at like 4:40. This is nothing. This is nothing.
So you just popped out of bed ready to go this morning?
Yes, sir. Out of bed.